What if you maximized your RRSP and TFSA every year and that's all you did? What if that was your singular focus and everything else you would use for spending? How big would your RRSP and TFSA get? With the new year fast approaching and new TFSA and RRSP contribution room coming up soon, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at what if you maximize your RRSP and TFSA every year and how much that might grow in the future, how much money you might have. Is it $1 million? Is it 2 million? Is it 3 million or more? How much money would you have if all you did, if your singular focus was just maximizing your RRSP and TFSA every year? Now, the TFSA and RRSP are amazing accounts. They are both tax advantaged accounts. They allow money to grow tax-free or tax deferred, and then you can withdraw that money in the future in retirement. These accounts are excellent and they do represent a lot of contribution room. So maximizing these accounts every year, both the RRSP and TFSA would take a savings rate of anywhere from 25, 30, 35% depending on your income. Now, RRSP contribution room is based on income. It's 18% of your gross employment income every year, whereas TFSA contribution room, it's set at a certain amount for everybody and it goes up with inflation at $500 increments. So now let's take a look at an example of what would happen if you maximize your RRSP and TFSA every year. How big would they become? All right, so let's set up our example here. So we've got an individual. They're earning about $60,000 a year at the moment. They're 25 years old. They're just starting their career. Now we're expecting their income is going to grow until about age 35, and then it's going to flatline at around $77,000 a year in today's dollars. So not an extremely high income, but a very respectable income for an individual. Now let's take a look at what happens. So let's jump down here to projections, and I'm going to skip past the age 25 example. Let's go first to age 45. So let's see what happens if they started maximizing their RRSP and TFSA at age 45. So from now until age 45, no savings whatsoever. They're just spending everything they earn at that age. Then at age 45, their focus changes and they want to maximize their RRSP and TFSA, just the new contribution room every year. So here we've got spending. Spending goes up, or income goes up as they start earning more income with their career. Like I said, they kind of maximize at $77,000 a year in today's dollars. Their spending also goes up in this example. So until age 45, they're spending all of their income every year. And then at age 45, they shift and they start focusing on maximizing new RRSP and TFSA contribution room. Now, as you can see, it's quite a savings rate. So they're saving $20,000 a year, but of course there's a big tax refund from maximizing the RRSP as well. So they're spending $41,000 a year, saving $20,000 a year, and they're going to do that for 20 years until age 65 when they retire. So let's see what happens here in terms of net worth. So net worth is 0 all the way until age 45, and then we start saving, and they're going to peak at about $565,000 in net worth right at retirement, and that's in today's dollars. Some of that's in the TFSA, the bulk of it's in the RRSP. And if you look at that, they actually keep accumulating net worth in retirement. And part of that's because they've got a healthy amount of CPP and old age security. So actually they've got enough coming from the RRSP that they can still add to their TFSA every year. Now in future dollars, of course, it's worth more. So in future dollars, they retire with 1.2, almost 1.3 million. And then it would just keep growing in retirement to about 4.4 million. So quite a bit in future net worth there. And this is starting at age 45. So let's take a look at what happens if we go from age 35. So let's say they start maximizing their RRSP and TFSA at age 35. Same income assumption. So nothing's changed with income, $77,000 a year in income, starting at $60,000 a year at age 25. Now let's look at spending. So now they've shifted to spending and savings. They've shifted at age 25. So more savings, more $20,000 a year, but for 10 more years. So instead of age 45, age 35, here we're going to see net worth grow a lot faster. So 0, pretty much 0 until age 35. Then it starts growing. Right at retirement, they're going to have over $1 million in today's dollars. Again, most of that in the RRSP, but still a good sized TFSA at $320,000 in today's dollars. That's pretty impressive. And then, because we already saw that they had quite a bit in retirement, it's just going to keep growing. So here we've got 1.2 million almost at the end of retirement. In future dollars, they retire with 2.3 million in future dollars, and that's going to grow to almost 9 million here. Almost $9 million in future net worth. Pretty impressive. Now let's see what happens if they were to start that focus at age 25. So let's see what happens if they were to go to age 25. I'm going to skip over here to income first. So income, no real change in income. Spending though, they're spending less. So they're spending less early on in their career. They're really focused on maximizing the TFSA and RRSP, so that goes up every year. And in terms of net worth, I mean, you can see it, it's just, it's quite a bit of growth. So they go to 1.6 million in total net worth at the time they retire, and that's in today's dollars, and then it grows to 3.03 million in future dollars, in today's dollars, I mean. And then in future dollars, even more. So at retirement's 3.7 million in future dollars, and if they just let it grow between TFSA, RRSP, and non-registered, 14 million in future dollars. So actually, maximizing your RRSP and TFSA every year, I mean, it's a great goal, but it's actually quite a lot. So probably not necessary, to be honest. If you started doing that from age 25 onward, you're probably looking at early retirement in your 50s. You don't have to work until age 65, that's for sure. You would have too much money at that point. Now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Owen. I'm an advice-only financial planner, a CFP, and I'm the founder of planeasy.ca. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And again, thank you for watching.